Hello and welcome to a very calm and extremely uneventful story. A story made specially for people who are trying to fall asleep and want something so slow, so quiet, and so deeply boring that their mind simply gives up and drifts into sleep. Today, we meet a man named Thomas Green from a small, quiet, nearly silent town in Vermont in the United States. Thomas is not famous, not important, not exciting. He is just a regular man with a regular life and an incredibly slow routine that almost never changes. This morning, Thomas wakes up at exactly 6:05 a.m., but he doesn't get up, not yet. First, he opens his eyes very slowly. Then he looks at the ceiling. He looks at one corner, then the other corner, then back to the same ceiling spot. He spends 2 quiet minutes doing nothing else. After those 2 minutes, he takes a soft, long breath and sits up. There is no rush. There never is. He gets out of bed and takes his first step toward the bathroom. The step is extremely slow, almost like time is stretching itself. He takes a second step, slower than the first, and a third step that is so slow, it's almost invisible. In the bathroom, Thomas washes his face with cool water. He watches the water slide down the sink in a lazy, spiral movement. He observes the water for 20 full seconds. Nothing changes, but he still watches. Now, Thomas returns to his bedroom and looks at his old wooden drawer. This drawer has stayed in the same place for more than 10 years. It is brown, a little crooked, and slightly tilted forward. Not special, not important, but today, Thomas has decided it is time to organize it. He places his hand on the drawer handle and pulls it very slowly. The drawer opens with a long, tired, dragging sound. The sound lasts just long enough to make him pause. Thomas stops and thinks about the sound. Was the sound low-pitched or medium-low? He thinks for 12 seconds, maybe 13. Inside the drawer is a small collection of completely ordinary things. A pen with no ink left, a stretched-out rubber band from many years ago, 3 coins, 1 cent, 5 cents, and 25 cents, a blank folded paper with no message at all, and an empty battery. Thomas picks up the pen and holds it between his fingers. He slowly opens the cap, then closes it, opens it again, and closes it again. He repeats this 8 full times. Every click sounds exactly the same. He listens to each click as if it's important, even though it isn't. After this, Thomas wonders, should he place the pen on the left side or on the right side of the drawer? This decision takes 25 seconds, maybe 30. He does not hurry. Next, he picks up the rubber band. He stretches it a little. The rubber band does nothing interesting. It doesn't snap. It doesn't stretch far. It just exists. But Thomas keeps stretching it slowly, as if studying its boring personality. Then come the coins. Thomas lifts the 1-cent coin and holds it up toward the window. He looks at it under the soft morning light, then he tilts it slightly to the left, then to the right, then straight, then upside down. He repeats this process for 48 seconds. The 5-cent coin gets the same attention, but the 25-cent coin gets even more. Thomas studies the shine and thinks, is it very shiny, medium shiny, or only a little shiny? He thinks about this for 1 minute and 12 seconds. Then he picks up the folded paper. He opens the first fold and the paper makes a tiny sound. Thomas stops and listens. He tries to understand the meaning of the sound. Of course, there is none, but he still thinks for 20 seconds. The paper is blank, completely empty, but Thomas looks at it like he's searching for something invisible. He stares at the blank space, slowly, calmly, quietly. Finally, he picks up the empty battery. He rolls it on his palm very gently. He turns it around slowly. He thinks maybe he should throw it away, but not today, maybe tomorrow or the day after. There is absolutely no rush. After many minutes of slow, peaceful sorting, Thomas finally arranges the drawer, and then, after thinking deeply for several seconds, he decides to put everything back in the exact same place where it was before, because moving things felt like too much effort. As the evening arrives, Thomas sits on the edge of his bed thinking only one quiet thought. Maybe I should have placed the pen before the battery instead of after. He thinks and thinks and thinks until his eyelids grow heavy, and slowly, very slowly, Thomas falls asleep.